Pokemon Radical Red is a really good Pokemon ROM, and it's also one of the most challenging ones out there, made even more challenging with its recent patch and the hardcore mode. So, here's how my attempt at this game went. Let's dive right into it. So right off the bat, I start off the game, name myself Mike after my actual name, and name my rival Kisaki because Kisaki is one of the worst anime characters. Guess the sauce in the comments down below. Then I choose the minimal grinding mode, which is extremely convenient as I don't have to worry about EVs anymore. And I also choose the hardcore mode, otherwise the title would be irrelevant. Then Professor Oak takes me to his lab and I choose Bulbasaur and name him Toad, and also beat up Kisaki. Then I catch some Pokemon here and there and beat the crap out of Brendan. Yep, he's a rival too in this game. And I also skipped the second rival battle. I just forgot to do it. Oops. Also, the Johto gym leaders are here, so time to battle Faulkner. Lynx the Luxio takes out his Trumbeak, Don the Fampi and Sanic the Alolan Sandshrew combine take out that annoying little Emoga. Lil Pony the Galarian Ponyta handles both his Galarian Farfetch'd and his Yanma, and finally Light the Chinchou takes out his Rufflet, winning the battle. Anyways, it's time to battle Brock. He starts off with a Hippopotas, which I take out with just one hit from Toad. Brock sends out Archon, so I switch to Sanic the Alolan Sandshrew, tank up Luck and a Bulldoze, then finish it off with a Metal Claw and an Ice Shard. Cacnea comes out next, so I just use one Ice Shard and Alolan Sandshrew dies, and Toad finishes it off with a single Sludge. Next up's a Lilith, the most annoying member on Brock's team, which I take out with the combined efforts of Toad, Exec Kawaii the Execute, and Callum the Scraggy. Next up is his Sandshrew, which I take out with 2 Aqua Jets from Goof the Bibarel, and it also lands 2 Aqua Jets on Brock's ace Lunatone, which Callum takes out with the final feint attack, winning the battle. I make my way through Route 3 and Mount Moon and take the Helix Fossil, cause why not? No YouTube algorithm joke here, go watch MDB for that. So Archer challenges me at Mount Moon. The battle's not that tough. What you need to do is be prepared, especially about his Mightyena. The others, you can just counter them with basic type matchups. Anyways, time to battle Misty. She starts off with a Politoed as I send out World Champion, the Pachirisu, and set up a Reflect as the Politoed goes for a flip turn and switches to Ferroseed. So I send out Callum and finish it off. But her Toxic Crew comes out and destroys it, so I switch into World Champ again, set up a Reflect again, and paralyze it with Nuzzle. Then switch into Waifu the Curlia and take it out, as it gets destroyed by Ludicolo. Then Toad comes out and beats it with 2 Sludges. Next up is Mantine, so I switch into Light and barely finish it off as it gets taken out by Misty's Politoed. So Toad just comes in and takes it out, as it gets taken out by her ace, Starmie. And I end it with Illuminati, the Illumise, winning the battle. Next up was Bugsy and it was so fun. Light with a Rain Boost did really well. It almost takes out Bugsy's Anorith and takes out his Heracross to red health, his Scizor to yellow health, and finishes off his Vikavolt as Scizor comes in and takes it out with a Bullet Punch. Then World Champion comes in, beats the Heracross, paralyzes the Scizor and the Araquanid and gets taken out. Then I bring in my trump card, that is Nearfetched, the Farfetch'd, and it takes out the Araquanid and finishes off the Scizor and the Anorith and gets taken out by Bugsy's Cider. Then Doug the Duck Trio comes in and whittles it down to 1 HP, gets taken out, and Sanic ends it with an Ice Shard. Wonderful. Oh, and I also catch a shiny Audino and name it Shiny while I was training for Lieutenant Surge. Also beat Kisaki and Brendan, they were kinda easy. Time to battle Surge, and I start off with Toad, which finishes off his lead Dedenne as Hitmonlee comes out and takes it out. So I send in Illuminati to finish it off and heal against Rotom Wash as it goes for a Nasty Plot. So I use an Encore. The AI quickly catch up on this though, and Surge switches to his ace Mega Manic Trick. But I catch up to the AI faster than it and send out my Volt Absorb Lantern, aka Light, and finish it off, as it really can't touch me except with Hidden Power Grass or something. Then I switch back and forth with Illuminati and Light so that Light's Volt Absorb heals it and finish off his Electrowire too. Next up is Rotom Wash, back at it again, so Apple Pie the Appleton, Doug the Duck Trio, and Light finish it off. Then his final Mon, Alolan Raichu comes out, so I again switch back and forth with Illuminati and Light and finally end it with Light, as it barely survives with 1 HP from 2 Nasty Plot boosted Surfs. And that's how I won against Surge. Next up is Whitney, and here's how it goes. Toad damages her lead Diggersby as she switches to Indeedee, so I switch to Callum, making Expanding Force completely useless. Then I catch up with the AI again cause it switches to Loudest and I switch to Toad and easily finish it off. Then Whitney goes for Indeedee again, so I switch to Callum again. Togekiss comes out, but I switch beforehand to Berserker, the Berserker, and finished off with a solid Iron Head, no pun intended. Diggersby comes out and takes it out, so I send in Toad. Whitney switches back to Indeedee, so I switch to Callum, you know, the thing, and finally beat it. Then Whitney sends out a flippin' Mega Altaria out of nowhere, which I take out with Doug. Easy, I guess. Then Toad finished it off. Whitney sends out Pyro, her last Pokemon, which finishes off Toad, and with combined efforts of Apple Pie and Medified, the Medicham, it goes down, and I win. After making my way through Rock Tunnel and reaching Celadon City, it's time to battle Eureka. She starts off with a Credilli, whom Sanic takes out with a critical iron hit. Damn. Next up is Karchana, so I gotta sack Sanic so that I can switch into Board, the Embor, and take it out with Heat Crash. Then she sends out a Howlucha, what the heck, which takes out Board, and I finished off with Palindrome, the Giraffe Ring, and deal a lot of damage to it with its new in-game ability, Parental Bond. But hey, Valor the Staraptor finished it off with Quick Attack quickly. Then she sends out Uniqueless, which I barely take out with Callum, which gets taken out by her ace, Mega Venusaur, and then I weaken his defense with Lil Pony and finished off with Valor. Woo! Time to battle Giovanni for the first time. Valor takes out his Infernape, Palindrome takes out his Nidoking, so Valor takes itself out. Palindrome almost takes out the Gyarados, Sanic finishes it off with Ice Shard, and does the same to Torterra, Applefy finishes it off, and Callum finishes off the Mega Kangaskhan. Phew, that was a rough battle. Next up is Morty, no not this one. He starts off with a Crocodile which Callum takes out, Sanic takes out Miss Magius, and since the Delphox was Choice Scarf to the move Mind Blow and Board can safely come in and hit smash it. Then both Board and Berserker take out his Dusknoir. Next up is Ace, Mega Gengar, so Palindrome comes in and deals a lot of damage before going out. Then Berserker finishes it off with a Bullet Punch and knocks out the Weavile with Iron. I also decide to battle Chuck. Callum takes out Cobalion, Valor takes out Como and Blaziken because of a crit. Then Zamazenta comes out, so I switch to Fox, the Delphox, use a Flamethrower, and tank a bulk of boosted Wall Charge from Zamazenta, and blast it off with another Flamethrower. Gliscor gets taken out by Sanic, and Lil Pony easily takes out the Mega Galeta as it was just being stupid for some reason. I don't know. I win the battle. Then it's time for Rival Battle 3, and this one was actually challenging. I start off with Palindrome as it starts off with a Zelf, but it's only here to use Explosion. So I switch to Berserker and tank it. His Celesteela comes out and takes out Berserker, so Fox comes in and barely takes it out and also damages the Gorbis before getting taken out as well. Then I switch into Toad and predict Kizaki's switch to his Ace Mega Charizard X, so I use my Evil Eye Rhydon to easily take it out. Then Toad takes out Gorbis, but his Aerial Aid Jump Left manages to take out both Toad and Valor, so Rhydon has to come in and take it out, and gets taken out by his final mon Electivire, which I barely take out with Palindrome's Boom Burst, winning the battle. Now it's time to battle Archer and Ariana as a tag team with Brendan. So here's what I do. I start off with Pikachu as Brendan sends out Masquerine, and Archer and Ariana send out Incineroar and Galarian Articuno. I use Pikachu to flinch the Galarian Articuno with Fake Out and blast it off with a Zippy Zap as Incineroar uses Parting Shot, and Archer and Ariana switch to their Megas, Mega Houndoom and Mega Mawile. So I do some damage with Pikachu and sack it off as Masquerine ends up dying to Mega Mawile while also taking out the Mega Houndoom. Nice. Then I send out Jake the Lapras who gets destroyed, but I do have Fox which takes out Mega Mawile as Exploud takes out the returning Incineroar. Though Aegislash kills this Exploud, Brendan still has Mega Sceptile which takes out the Primarina and Fox takes out the Aegislash, winning the battle. Oh hey, Brendan also gives me a Trico, Lizard approved! Next up we have Giovanni's second battle, an extremely challenging one. Fox takes out his Mamoswine with 2 flamethrowers, but gets taken out by Dracovish as it even takes out Jake as Jake deals a lot of damage to it. So I send in Pikachu and priority crit it with Zippy Zap. Then comes out Excadrill, so I switch to Callum and try to take it out, but it has a Focus Sash, which I forgot, so Callum gets KO'd instead. But Bestie, that is the Sceptile, can come in and finish it off with a quick attack. Giovanni sends out Gyarados next, which is useless against my Pikachu, as he sends out a Regirock. I thought I was doomed here, but my Pikachu just charges himself into new power levels, literally becomes Super Saiyan, and takes out the Regirock with Volt Tackles and Paralysis. And Regirock was just setting up curses too, so that was close. Last is Mega Garchomp, so Pikachu, Sonic, and Bestie combined take it out, winning the battle. No time to rest though, cause next up is Sabrina, and here's how we do her. I mean, do the battle with her. You get the point. Basically, you gotta use extremely slow and powerful Pokemon cause she uses a permanent Trick Room team. And if you feel like your Pokemon aren't slow enough, just talk to this guy in Saffron City to give you 0 EVs in speed. Anyways, I start off the battle with AG the Alolan Golem and Pinterest the Pincurchin. Pinterest takes out her Mega Camera, and AG takes out her Tapu Fini with a Galvanized Boosted Double Edge. Next, she sends out Glastrier and Magearna, so I just explode and both Glastrier and Magearna faint while Pinterest gains health because of Volt Absorb. Last are her Melmetal and Gel Send as I send out Boner the Alolan Marowak, but I forgot to minus its speed EVs, so it gets taken out, and so does Pinterest. So Spiker, the Ferrothorn, comes in and takes out Jelson, and then Spiker along with my filler Pokemon Pikachu and Bestie the Sceptile both take out the Melmetal, winning the battle. Could have been easier, but what's done is done. And before battling Koga, I gotta do the rematch battles with Brock, Misty, and Lieutenant Surge. Starting off with Brock, he starts off with this Terrakion which Dawn the Dawn fan easily takes out. Next up is Landorus, and I thought that it wouldn't be able to touch Dawn, but it knows grass now, so Dawn gets knocked out. So Crabrawler, the Crabrawler comes in and takes it out, but feints to Brock's ace, Mega Aerodactyl, so I switch to Opera the Primarina and barely take it out, but get taken out as well in the process. So I predict that Brock's gonna send Zygarde, so I send out Windows 11, the Porygon 2, holding an Eviolite of course, and both of them have a crazy battle until the Zygarde barely gets knocked out. Phew! Sandslash comes in next and takes out Windows 11, so I switch to XXL, the extra large Wailord, and finished off. Last is Empoleon, which Callum finishes off, and that's a win. So let's talk about the Misty rematch next. She starts off with the Greninja. Bestie, the Mega Sceptile, comes in and destroys it with Bullet Seed. Next up is Jirachi, and all that requires to take it out is a Dark type. So Callum does the job pretty well, but gets taken out by Misty's Kingdra, so XXL comes in and I try to poison it with Toxic, but she switches to Seismitoad, so I switch to Toad, Venusaur, and obliterate it, and also the Kingdra. Nice, but it does get taken out by Mega Gyarados, so Opera does the job of healing it, and last up is Thunderous, which gets taken out by Windows 11 and Bestie combined. Nice. We also have the Lieutenant Surge rematch. Toad the Mega Venusaur comes in and takes out the lead Electrivar. Magnezone comes up next, and I thought that Charlotte could take it out, but I was kinda wrong, so Light had to come in and do that. Next up is Alolan Raichu, so I switch to Apple Pie, but Surge quickly switches out to Zekrom out of all things, so I switch out to Ochinchin, the Steelix, which is the perfect Zekrom counter, and easily takes it out. Then Apple Pie barely takes out the Raikou and gets taken out by Alolan Raichu, so Light takes it out. Then Light gets taken out by his ace Mega Manectric, which Toad takes out. Perfect. Now we have the Koga Battle. He starts off with a Tapu Lele, and I thought that Oreo the Oricorio could take it out, but Tapu Lele barely hangs on and takes Oreo out. You see, I don't really calculate damage before these battles like a lot of other YouTubers, so yeah. Charlotte takes it out, and next up is Crocodile, so XXL takes it out with a couple of bouncy bubbles, which also heal in this game really nice, but Surfetched takes it out, and also Charla, so Mega Toad has to show it who the real boss is. Then he switches to his ace, Mega Toxtricity, so I switch into Boner, which of course doesn't get hurt by Boom Burst, but Overdrive does almost kill it, as Boner kills the Mega Toxtricity with Bone Rush. Next up is Kyurem White. Now, how could I possibly take it out? The answer is simple, Destiny Bond Quillfish. Also Destiny Bond is a priority move now because of Quillfish's ability in this game, Prankster. And last up is the Nidoking, so I just take it out like that with Mega Venusaur, winning the battle. Then I battle Price, who starts off with a Cloyster, which XXL easily managed to take out as it did a mistake by going for a Shell Smash. Next up he sends out Kyurem Black, which takes out XXL, so I bring in my Quillfish, wait for it to use Dragon Dance, then use Destiny Bond to knock both of us out. Yeah, this is big brain time. Then I send out Toad as Price sends out a Life Orb Arctodal. Bitch please, it's a complete joke with Mega Venusaur's thick fat ability. And then he sends in Clefable, which is a free KO to me. His Mega Glalie does take Toad out, but Ares the Terrakion just destroyed it right there and reduces the health of the final Suicune to yellow. Then Bestie comes in and smacks it with Bullet Seeds. Editor's note, oops, I myself am the editor. Anyways, I forgot to record the Brendan and May rival battles taking place in Fuchsia City and Cinnabar Island, so here's a pic of my dog instead. I hope you like him, he's really good. I also battled Jasmine, who starts off with Gliscor. Primarina easily takes it out. Anyway, she sends out Tapu Bulu. Mega Venusaur comes in with a Sludge Bomb and obliterates it. Next up is Genesect, so I switch to Opera and it kinda does nothing. So yeah, I switch into Ares the Terrakion. But this cheeky prick of a Genesect goes for a fucking U-turn into Necrozma Duskmane. which got greedy and was only setting up Dragon Dancer, so XXL easily takes it out with 2 water spouts. What a joke! Then Genesect comes back in, XXL takes it out as well, but it gets taken out by Magnezone, which Callum barely takes out. That thing has fucking body press. Then her last mon is Mega Aggron. Why not Mega Steelix? Whatever, Ears and Toad combined finished off, and we win. Anyways, let's talk about the 7 gym leader lane. Thanks to YouTuber Cheesy's video, I could easily beat him. Start off with Kirua, the Garayan Darmanitan. U-turn the lead Heliolisk. Get him on in my team killed. Use Kirua to U-turn again. And the MVP of this battle, Michael Quackson, comes in. It's got the ability Cloud9, so the permanent harsh sunlight is basically useless. And that's how it takes out lanes Venusaur, Typhlosion, and Primal Groudon. Never have I ever felt so disrespectful about it before. The Suvali, however, is able to kill it, but I literally got 4 mons remaining, and Kirua is enough to take out the Suvali. And he says Mega Charizard X. I mean, it does get taken out as well, but whatever. I win. Also, here's some Michael Quackson performance for you. But now we have a plot twist. Instead of going to the Sevi Islands like in Pokemon Fire and Leaf Green or directly heading to the 8 gym like in Pokemon Red and Blue, Giovanni is trying to capture Mewtwo in the Cerulean Caves, so we gotta go there. And here we have the back-to-back Archer and Ariana battle, which is basically a 6v9, so here's how we did it. Archer starts off with a Drought Ninetales, so Michael Quackson comes in and takes it out with an expert build boosted Hydro Pump. Next up's a Grass Fire type Sunflora, so I used 2 Scalds and Hydro Pump to take it out as it was just setting up. Why? Even the next Executor was an idiot and it tries to go for Solar Beam when there's no sun, so that's an easy 2-hit KO as well. But I forget that Michael Quackson is a Water Psychic type, so his Ace Mega Houndoom comes in and easily takes it out. How do I counter it, man? Here's how. I bring in XXL, use Toxic, get it KO'd, stall it out for a few turns with Aegislash, switch to Salmon, waste 2 more turns, then finally finished off with a Shadow Sneak. Last up is a Landorus and my choice Scarf Killua. The Galarian Darmanitan is more than enough to KO it with a single Icicle Crash. Next up is Ariana, her Porygon 2 comes in, which I take out with Superpower from Kirua. Next up is her Ace Mega Mawile, so Aegislash comes in and easily takes it out, then deals some damage to the Hoopa freaking Unbound and goes down. And my choice Scarf Kirua just comes in and takes out both Hoopa Unbound and the Sock with a crit. What? Just what? Giovanni does catch the Mewtwo and I got a tag team battle with Lance. So here's how the battle went. Enjoy! But guess what? This is just the beginning. That's right, this video will be divided into 2 parts cause this game does require a lot of time and strategizing and half of my day literally goes in classes studying and homework. Fuck my life. So I wanna request you guys to be patient and wait for the part 2 where there'll be even crazier battles. So yeah, see you on part 2. And until then, see ya, and thanks for watching.
响了10秒的电话没有接，只需要在掩护下闭着眼，让周围霓虹灯光退后些，细扣下才能看清你的脸颊。